chapter number 13, page 245, last paragraph. On 3rd February, the day the commission reached Bombay, an all India Hartal was organized. Whether the commission went, it was greeted with hartals and black flag demonstrations under the slogan Simon Go Back. The government used brutal suppression and police attacks to break the popular opposition. The anti Simon Commission movement did not immediately lead to wider political struggle because Gandhi, the unquestioned though undeclared leader of the national movement, was not yet convinced that the time for struggle had come. But unpopular enthusiasm could not be held back for long, for the country was once again in a mood of struggle. Purna Swaraj. The National Congress soon reflected this new mood. Gandhi came back to active politics and attended the Calcutta session of Congress in December 1928. He now began to consolidate the nationalist ranks. The first step was to reconcile the militant left wing of the Congress. Jawaharlal Nehru was now made the president of Congress at the historic Lahore session of 1929. This event had its romantic side too. Soon, son had succeeded father. Motilal Nehru was the president of Congress in 1928 as the official head of national movement, marking a unique family triumph in the annals of modern history. The Lahore session of the Congress gave voice to the new militant spirit. It passed a resolution declaring Purna Swaraj, complete independence, to the Congress objective. On 31st December 1929 was hoisted a newly adopted tricolour flag of freedom. On 26th January 1930 was fixed as the first Independence Day, which was to be so celebrated every year, with the people taking a pledge that it was a crime against man and God to submit any longer to the British rule. The Congress session also announced that launching of civil disobedience movement, but it did not draw upon a program of struggle that was left to Mahatma Gandhi. The Congress organization began being placed at his disposal. Once again, the nationalist movement led by the Gandhi faced the government. The country was again filled with hope and exhilaration and the determination to be free. Civil disobedience movement. The civil disobedience movement was started by Gandhi on March 12, 1930 with the famous Dandi March. Together with 78 chosen followers, Gandhi walked nearly 375 kilometers from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, a village on Gujarat sea coast. Day after day, newspapers reported his progress, his speeches, and the impact on the people. Hundreds of village officials on his route resigned their jobs. On 6th April, Gandhiji reached Dandi, picked up a handful of salt and broke the salt law as a symbol of Indian people's refusal to live under British made laws and therefore under British rule. Gandhiji declared, "The British rule in India has brought about moral, material, cultural, and spiritual ruination of this great country. I regard this rule as a curse. I am out to destroy the system of government. Sedition has become my religion. Ours is a non-violence battle. We are not to kill anybody, but it is our dharma to see that the curse of this government is blotted out." The movement now spread rapidly. Violation of salt laws was all over the country, was soon followed by defiance of forest laws in Maharashtra, Karnataka and the central provinces, and refusal to pay the rural chowkidari tax in eastern India. Everywhere in country, people joined hartals, demonstrations and campaigned to boycott foreign goods and to refuse the pay taxes. Lakhs of Indians offered satyagraha. In many parts of the country, the peasants refused to pay land revenue and rent and had their lands confiscated. A notable feature of the movement was the wide participation of women. Thousands of them left the seclusion of their homes and offered satyagraha. They took active part in picketing shops, selling foreign cloth or liquor. They marched shoulder to shoulder with men in processions. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In the next part, we're going to finish with this paragraph on page number 247. Thank you, all the best, and do share and subscribe the channel for more such videos.